And welcome to another edition of the Living Large Theater podcast. I am Billy Santiago. Gmails are our address, livinglargetheater@gmail.com. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Prime, iHeart Podcast Network. You can reach out to our producer, Noe, if you want to become a sponsor of this fine show at 956-451-1633. Make sure you click that subscribe button so you get a notification when we have a live podcast. Also, rate our podcast, share it with a friend, leave us a comment, and we appreciate you listening to the Living Large Theater podcast.
Hey, thank you, Billy. Noe, man, I got to tell you, Noe Ayala is the man. We have brand new microphones, keeping the Living Large Theater out there for you with better acoustics, better audio, better delivery. And, well, you know, if you have a podcast of your own, you want a great producer, just contact our producer, Noe Ayala, and you'll notice a remarkable difference. And this is the Living Large Theater podcast. Admission is absolutely free. All you need is a sense of humor and a thirst for entertainment. And as always, we certainly strive to be entertaining. This is the Living Large Podcast. Gary Rodriguez, Noe Ayala, and we are talking right now from Killers Golf in McAllen, Texas, 400 Nolana. And we still want to acknowledge and thank our benefactor, Ward Thomas, for allowing us to use Majestic Theaters. Very good.
Is he?
Very, very well. Yes. Just saw him recently. But we're lucky to have Ron Kilby and Killers and Ward Thomas, Majestic Studios in our corner for the Living Large Theater podcast. And, you know, guys, it's beginning of March, and down here in South Texas, it is already hot. It is hot and humid. And
It's supposed to get up to 90 today, wouldn't it?
I just think that the last summer we had was so brutal. I hope it never comes back. That was an all-time showstopper. I don't know what happened, but it was awful as a summer.
And it wasn't a really bad winter this year.
No, I wish it would have been. Yeah, I wish it would have been. We could have used a little more cold weather. But now the heat's here, and we're going to have to live with it, and we'll have to deal with it. But I'm telling you, there is no better place in the whole entire world than South Texas, the Rio Grande Valley. Can I get a what with that? There you go. What?
What?
Hey, man, we're at Killers Golf, 400 Nolana in McAllen. We're going to be talking to the manager, Frank Longoria, here in just a little bit. But just to try to give you an idea of what it is, it's in a nice, beautiful facility here. They have big screen TVs all over. They have memorabilia from Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Jason Witten.
Is Dalton Schultz jersey here too?
He left a little too early to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, but overall, it's a sports-themed concept facility, business, and it has bays where you can hit into the simulator. They have a wonderful bar, and they also have great staff and great management. You know, as I was saying, just coming over here to get this thing recorded.
Did you ride your bike over?
I didn't
here?
ride the. No,
not today.
Nah, it was a little too
Hey, Gary, I gotta say, man, you have a nice bike.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm not a bike person, but that bike you have is really nice.
It's up there. I mean, it's okay. I mean,
No, it's more than just okay.
Okay, well, it's a Harley Davidson Electra Glide Ultra Classic. No, not a Sportster.
Not a Sportster?
Nah.
Is the Sportster like the top of the line of Harleys, or what's the top of the line?
Sportster's like a little sport bike. It's just the top of the line is the one I have, I think.
Ooh.
I don't know. But you could have a Road Glide and say that's the top of the line. You could have, look, man, whenever you have a motorcycle, just having a motorcycle, even if you have a little shitty Suzuki 100 that still runs, hey, man, you're my buddy.
And the one thing I noticed about you last week when you were riding your bike, you had no helmet.
I use God as my helmet, and that's all I'm going to say about that. God's my helmet.
Okay.
Yeah. They've buried very many motorcycle riders who were wearing a helmet, so I say whatever's going to happen is God's will, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. But
how did that feel though?
Oh, it's the closest thing that you can do on land that is like flying. You know? Yeah. I love it. Traffic, it's a little sketchy around here. Not everybody understands that, the motorcycle rider doesn't have all that protection around him. But on
No
the other
respect.
hand,
No respect,
Hold
huh?
on. On the other hand, there's a lot of stupid, ignorant motorcycle riders around here who ride well beyond their ability. They have a motorcycle, but they don't have the experience, so they ride well beyond their ability. They ride way too fast. They fly through green lights like they have the green light, which
Right.
you do. But when I ride, if I have the green light,
Defensive driving right
I'm
there.
assuming that the people who have the red light are not going to really stay there too long, and I would have to expect them to pull in front of me, and that's where a lot of accidents happen. I don't really call them accidents. I call them crashes. Because there's very little accidental. One of the two drivers, or even both drivers, are complicit in whatever happened. And let's face it, man, life is short, and you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Even on your best days, shit can happen, you know. So, yeah, on the way over here, I was coming in and in my truck with the AC on.
Okay.
And I saw a car, and the car had the windows rolled almost all the way up, probably about 3 inches they were rolled down. And I looked and I started thinking to myself, hey, man, sir, whoever's in that car, we know you don't have an air conditioner. And, you know, for you to drive around with your windows 3 inches cracked to make it look like you have an air conditioner, but you're in your car like a damn sauna. I'm here to tell you,
Just roll your window down.
nobody has had cars without air conditioners more than this guy.
Hey, Gary, I have a true story here. I had to drive a car with no AC, and the windows didn't roll down in the summer.
That's brutal.
That was for college,
Brutal.
man, too, man.
That's
and,
what it was.
and it would overheat, too.
Oh, shit, that's when he was thin as a whip.
And backfire.
Hey, so, you know, there's no shame in driving a car without AC. I don't know, Billy, when we were in radio, I had that, it was a 73 Camaro. It was brown, had a 4-speed manual.
That's a nice little car you had there.
It
man.
was fast, but it had no air conditioning, you know, and I'd be
I
tooling
remember
down the
those
road.
days, yeah.
But I had the windows all the way down. I didn't pretend I had an air conditioner, and I wasn't ashamed that I didn't have an air conditioner. You know, I've had cars. Luckily, I'm fortunate now to have you know, nice cars that have air conditioners. But you know, I've had cars that even don't have heaters. You know, and you know, I'm going to tell you. Let me. So when I was in high school, we had a car. My friend and I, we'd always tool around in his car, and it had no heater. So the fact that car had no heater caused me to make one of the most painful mistakes in my life. So here's the story. So it was a Saturday afternoon. It was in February. We're 16 years old, up in the Dallas, Texas area. We're driving around, and we're smoking a little weed, and we're drinking Budweiser. And we got the beer because when I was that age, the drinking age in Texas was 18.
Right.
So if they found one hair on your chin, they're probably going to sell you some beer, you know, because the drinking age
So
is
you had
18.
2 hairs on your chin.
I had 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we had some beer. We're driving around. We're, you know, but it's so cold. It's in the middle of February on a Saturday. It is so cold. I tell my buddy Pete, I go, hey, man, we got to find a place to get down and get into some heat. And so we're driving down Rochelle Avenue in Irving, Texas, and I see this sign that says Professor Wu's College of Taekwondo. And I tell Pete, stop, go there. Let's go inside there and just warm up. I mean, it was so cold. So we pulled up right in front of the place, and we go in there, and, you know, we're 16, and the kids that were in there at that time with their Asian instructor, they were like 9 and 10. So we're sitting there, and we're watching, and we're divided from the floor where they're practicing their katas. We're in the lobby, and there's like a ledge there in front of us separating us. So we're there watching them do their forms and, you know, that kind of shit. And you got to remember, we're under the influence, both of us under the influence. So I'm watching, and there's this little Mexican kid there, and he's like, I'm Mexican, so I can say that. He's like 10 years old. But I notice he has, and of course, remember, I'm under the influence. He has extremely long feet. And every kick he throws, it seems like it takes a week and a half for his foot to get there. And so we're watching, and I just start laughing. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. So we're laughing, and all of a sudden, the instructor, the Asian guy who happened to be a 3rd-degree black belt, you know, he goes, what the hell? And so they all stop, and he looked at us, and he says, and we're the only 2 in there besides them. And he goes, can I help you? And I said, nah, man, total idiot disrespect. I go, nah, man, you just keep on doing what you're doing. We're watching. So he looked at me with a sign of disgust, and then he goes, what the ya? So they all start doing their little forms and katas again. And I look at that kid's feet again, and I just burst out laughing. I couldn't control myself. He gives them the message to stop. They stop. Next thing I know, he's gotten around that ledge, and he's coming towards me. And as he gets towards me, he goes, how old are you? And I looked at him, my chest buffed up a little bit, and I said, I'm 16. Why? Huge mistake. He caught me in the forehead with a palm fist.
Oh.
He grabbed my hair. I had hair then. He grabbed my hair on the top of my head. He jerked me 10 feet from where we were to the door. As he had my hair in his right hand, he opened the door with his left foot, and he dragged me through the door and threw me into the parking lot, past the sidewalk, and I heard him say, hey, get out. And so I look back.
And what happened to your buddy Pete?
I look back as I'm flying through the air, and Pete's 6'3", man, big dude. He became wallpaper, and, and I heard him say, we're leaving. So, if you have a car with no air conditioner, I get it. But having a car with no heater in February is just a little bit worse.
Daniel-san.
So, look, man, roll your window down. Life is short. You don't want to be suffering on 10th Street with your windows rolled almost up so nobody knows you don't have an air conditioner. Roll them on down. Enjoy that warm summer breeze. Now, if you're a lady, the hot air down here will just kick a can of hairspray in the nuts and, render it useless.
Oh, yeah.
So, I kind of get that. You don't want to, you don't want to destroy what the beautiful women have worked so hard on that morning.
Well, thank you for that public service.
Hey, man, we're at Killers. We're at Killers Golf in McAllen. I'm going to tell you what. When we get Frank up here, I'm going to tell him if you guys ever want to franchise these things around the valley or outside of the valley, I'm in. I'll take one of the franchises. And this is a beautiful place, very clean, very professional staff, very friendly management. And the ambiance, I think, is a great place to come and hang out and either order something to eat, which they'll be happy to go bring it to you, or have a nice cold drink. Now, I'm not a golfer, but I've always been I've always admired golfers because of their.
Did you ever golf in your life, Gary?
I did, and I was terrible.
Yeah,
and I
me
don't.
too.
Yeah, and so I bought some clubs maybe in '98.
Never got that far.
And I bought some clubs, and I sold them probably 6 months later. I knew I wasn't going to be good at it.
When I was in college, I had a friend of mine that lived in Austin, Balcones Country Club. He worked at the country club there, and so when I used to go visit him on the weekends.
Calzone's Country Club?
No, Balcones Country
Balcones.
Club.
Okay.
In Austin, and we used to play rounds of golf, and that's where I found out I wasn't very good at golf. I was a better caddy.
Yeah.
I could open up a beer quickly.
That's me. That is me. I'm the beer guy.
Yeah.
I'll go to the golf course, Tierra Santa, Tierra del Sol, Champions, and I'll hang out, but I can't golf, and I don't want to. I don't want to not be good at something if I'm going to try to be good at it. And at golf, you certainly have to want to continue to get better at it. And I think that's what most golfers are trying to do.
I'm just amazed when I do watch golf sometimes on the weekends.
Oh, yeah.
How they figure out what iron they're going to hit the ball with.
Yep.
How hard they hit the ball.
The lay of the land.
Oh, it's amazing.
I've seen them hit the ball left, knowing it's eventually going to come back to the right and get in the hole. All right, we're bringing in Frank Longoria. He is
What's up, Frankie?
Can we get there we go.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello. Thank you for having me here.
Frank Longoria, man. Hey, we want to thank you for hosting us here today, the Living Large Theater podcast. I know Ron Kilby, the gentleman who is the proprietor here, and I came in here. He introduced me to you, and I thought, man, this would be a great place to do our podcast. So first of all, thank you, Ron Kilby. Second of all, Frank Longoria, thank you for hosting us and letting us come in here and experience this and hopefully share the word about golf and Killers. So while you're here, Tell us a little bit about your golf prowess. I remember when I met you, I asked you, "Are you good at golf?" And you said, "Nope, I'm not any good." But I found out you are.
No. I mean, in reality, no. I mean, I just play it just like you said earlier. You just go drink. It's for the beer, you know.
Yeah,
mostly for
yeah.
the beer.
It's a great
socializing.
social place.
Yeah, exactly. No, but when I play, I suck. Everything goes to the left or to the right. Never goes down the middle like I wanted to.
But you try? Are you at the point where you're still trying to get better? I mean, you're not going to accept that mediocrity. You do try to get better, right?
To be honest, nah, I just go for the beer and the social.
I like his honesty.
Hey, honesty is highly underrated these days, man.
Nah, yeah, I just go for the beers and just to socialize and have fun.
Yeah. So, what is your game like? I mean, will it hold up to guys like me and Billy, or?
Oh, no problem there, man.
Probably. No, I mean, I shoot in the low 90s at the moment.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
And the
not
goal
that
is, oh, by the way, if you hear any dead air on my end, I'm sipping the Budweiser that I got here at
Budweiser.
Budweiser. So the game that you play it by yourself, or you play it in the like a what do you call it, a quorum or threesome or what? Foursome?
Yeah, there's always about a group of us, maybe 5 of us, foursome playing every
Yeah.
now and then.
Good. And the game of golf, you know, Tiger Woods, whose real name is Eldrick, it's not Tiger, but Tiger Woods really gave the game of golf a boost in itself. But it wasn't just him; it was guys like Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, the Shark, Greg Norman. Those are all good golfers, and I think they have really put the spotlight on golf to the extent that it has grown across America with people all ages and of different senses.
Hey, don't forget Chichi Rodriguez.
Chai Rodriguez.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. So what do you attribute that to, the growth of interest in golf?
No, I mean, in honesty, I think golf itself it's becoming bigger than what it used to be back in the day. Now, everybody wants to play golf. Everybody wants to go to the golf course. Because, I mean, me personally, like I said, I just picked up golf about maybe a year, 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then I have friends that have been golfing since they were in high school. And now they're all about golf. And then they have friends that just picked up golf.
Yeah.
Because they enjoy being out there, socializing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, golf is becoming a bigger thing now than it was 10, 12 years ago. I mean, ever since COVID happened, I'm saying that's when golf picked up.
Because people could be outside.
Exactly.
Instead of inside.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it sounds like you're saying that you can pick up the game of golf at almost any age. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, that's right.
I picked it up when I was 20.
Yeah. There
I
you go.
started, but
I picked it up when I was 40, and I put it down when I was 40.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to say. And I put it down when I was 20.
The Budweiser came in first. So
Nice. Okay, so here we are at Killers. I've tried to give a thumbnail description of where we are today with the Living Large Theater podcast, but Frank, indulge us and tell us what this facility is from the minute you walk in. What do you see? What can you do here?
All right, so if you're walking in for the first time, of course, you're going to get greeted by my wonderful staff. They're going to say, hello, welcome to Killers Golf. And then they're going to go ahead and ask you if you've been here before. And if you say no, they're going to go ahead and walk you over to the bay and explain what we do here at the bay, of course. So we have TrackMans, top of the line equipment out there. They actually use these on the tour, actually, on the PGA Tour.
The simulators, right?
Yeah, no. It's the TrackMan. It's down here, right here in this box right here, right by your feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the light that goes, or the
No, so this equipment has 2 radars and a camera. So
Okay.
it picks up the ball. They use this, like I said, on the PGA Tour. Every professional has a TrackMan on their own.
Okay.
So what this does, it calculates your ball spin, your club speed.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, and where you hit it on the face of the club. It'll give you how much you carried, what was your total. Like, it gives us all that information.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to see your axes, everything. So it's a wonderful piece of equipment that we have.
So is that more in line with people who are really serious about this golf and their own game of golf?
Yeah, I have seen people come in here They practice, they see what they're doing because you can't see what you're doing out in the range.
Yeah.
And so in here, I mean, that's why we have a secondary TV. On our secondary TV, I'll tell you if you left the face open or closed on your club.
Oh, wow.
And where you hit it on the face of the club as well.
That's remarkable, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah. No, yeah. And then so they see what they're doing in here, they correct themselves, and then they take it out to the field, and they're like, Frank, now I'm hitting it better than
Yeah.
I was before.
Wow,
Yes.
it's something else,
Yeah.
huh?
No, yeah. It is
And
something else.
and I think it's because what you just said here, you can see yourself out on the field. Or what do you call it? Oh, the
Yeah,
course.
on the course.
Yeah, you can't really see your mistakes.
Yeah, and you can't see your numbers. You can't really fix it.
Then you got people behind you saying, "Hurry up!"
Yeah, or someone will come out to you and be like, well, you could do it like this, do it like that. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody's a coach.
the golf tip.
Yeah,
Stop drinking. Hurry up.
yeah, exactly.
The golf tip.
Hey,
that's
Frank,
right.
so they come in, you give them a little tour.
Yes, sir.
And then what happens next?
And then of course we show them everything that we have to offer, and then we also tell them that we have about 256 golf courses available. 90% of them are real courses around the world, and the other 10% are just fictional courses. So we do have Pebble Beach. If for those that
Oh,
are
wow.
interested that don't want to fly out to California, you can just come in here and play Pebble Beach.
You can do 9 holes, 18 holes.
You
on-
can do 9 holes, 18 holes.
Really?
Yes, and then I also got the St. Andrew golf courses on the system.
Wow.
Sadly, the course I do not have that everyone's always asking for is the Augusta course. That one we
Oh,
can't,
yeah.
we can't get that one on our
Yeah.
system.
Hey, they won't give it up,
Yeah,
will
they
they?
won't. They won't.
It's too secret. Only the professional golfers can golf with
course.
It's
them.
all right. Carmel's pretty challenging. Pebble Beach.
Yeah, Pebble Beach is pretty challenging. I played
Yeah.
it a couple times.
So you come in, you have 5 bays here. How do you do it? Do I find Frank or one of the waitresses and I reserve it? I mean,
No, so like I said, when you first walk in, my staff will greet you at the front. We do
Okay.
have a receptionist. She'll take care of you guys. She'll ask you all the questions, and then you can ask her all the questions. And if you get interested and you guys want to play an hour, she'll be like, all right, and she'll book you a bay. She'll tell you if it's available or not. And then, of course, if you don't bring your clubs, I mean, we do recommend it for you guys to bring your clubs here.
Boom.
So that way you could see your yards, your distance,
Yeah.
instead of using somebody else's clubs and
yeah.
then making up an excuse why you're playing.
That's
with your buddy.
awesome. So you rent the bay for an hour, or
Yes, sir. You rent
by
the bay
the
for an
hour,
hour. By the hour.
and
By the hour.
as many people as you can have in there, or what?
We are allowed to have 6 people per bay to
Okay.
play.
Okay.
So that way it's fun, and it's so for our non-members from 10 to 4, it is $35 an hour to rent the bay.
Okay.
And then there's a flat $10 guest rate, so you can bring in 2, 3 other more people to come play with you.
$10 a piece.
It's $10 for all of them.
Oh, $10 for. Oh,
No,
nice.
okay, that's nice.
it's
So
not-
you're looking at $45 for an hour of fun,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you got the bar.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got really good section on the bar.
Holy mackerel!
And then after 4 o'clock, the price does go up. It goes up to $55
For the bay.
for the bay.
But the beer goes down.
Yeah, during happy hour.
I love it.
Yeah, during happy hour, the beer does go down. So does the liquor. We take $2 off.
Man,
all our
this is a
alcohol.
great place, man. This is a great place, and I'm telling you, I've seen ladies here golfing too. So it's a big attraction for the ladies too, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. So actually, the UTRGV females golf team actually comes in here and they practice as well every now and then with their coach.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you have 5 bays. We're in 1 bay. Why is this bay that we're in bigger than the others?
So the reason this one's bigger is because this one we do all our fittings, all our lessons. So we set up our cameras, so that way the cameras are pinpointing everything that you're doing.
Okay.
So when the instructor's like, "Hey, he'll rewind, he'll show you a clip, but like, here, this is what you're doing wrong. I want you to tuck your shoulder in a bit more.
Yeah.
Tuck your elbow, twist at this point." And then that's the only reason why this one's bigger. And of course, this bay actually has another system in it. So this one, if you don't want to play golf, you can play football, you can play baseball, tee up, you
Oh,
can play
wow.
dodgeball, bowling. Mostly this for
Is it the same price as the other bays?
yeah,
or-
same price.
Wow,
Mostly
see?
when we have birthday parties for the kids, they pick this bay because of all
Yeah.
the other games for them.
So you do that too?
Yes, sir.
Special events?
Yes, sir.
Talk about that. How do we do that?
You just come talk to me, ask for me or one of the managers, and we'll talk, we'll negotiate, and we'll set the date.
Nice. Now, let me ask you this. I said it before you came on, that is, if you guys ever franchise this, I mean, call us up because This is the hole-in-one, as you might say.
Right.
This type of facility. Is there anything like this anywhere else around?
They just opened up another one actually in Harlingen.
Really?
Yeah.
Another one of these?
Not one of
Oh,
ours.
okay.
Yeah, whole other
I
company.
got you. I got you.
But we're the first ones here in the valley. I mean, we've been here for
That
the
says
past
a lot,
3
dude.
years.
Let's talk about Ron Kilby. This guy has won. There's an annual tournament down here. It's called the Life Begins at 40 tournament.
Yeah.
He is the only person who's ever won it 12 times.
That's correct.
And
Yeah,
he.
we have his trophy, we have his flag up on the wall.
Wow.
Yeah, and so everyone comes, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Mr. Ron Kilby."
Everybody
And I'm like,
knows him.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, have you seen his wall?" And they're like, "He has a." They're like, "He has a wall." I'm like, "Yeah, let me show you."
That's
And they're
awesome,
like, "Oh
man.
my goodness."
So Ron Kilby, the proprietor here, he's a great guy, really soft-spoken. But I noticed that he is very, very concerned about customer service, and he makes sure that everybody is nice to the customers all the way to the extent that you feel welcome here and you want to bring people here and you definitely want to come back.
Hey, Frank, again, if anybody wants information, is there a website they can go to? is there a phone number they can call?
We have killersgolf.com. That's our website.
Okay.
And then all our phone number, our emails are on there. So if you guys want to get a hold of us.
Okay.
it's
And,
on
and,
there.
and can they book an event through the website?
Yes, sir. They could book an event. They could book a tee time through the website as well. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier, but we do have a gentleman that fixes clubs here. So if you want to get them re-grip,
Nice.
let's say you break your shaft out in the golf course, he'll fix them here too.
Yeah.
Or if you want to order clubs, we can order your clubs here.
That's
And then,
great, man.
So we have shafts, we have grips, we have balls, we have shirts.
Are you on Facebook and Instagram? and all?
Yes, sir. We are on Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, what's the Addy? What's the Addy on the Facebook account?
The Addy should be Killers Golf.
There you go.
At Killer Golf?
Killer Golf. Well, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
at
tell you
Killers
something, man. I didn't discover this place probably till a month ago, but y'all have been here almost 3 years, right?
That's correct, sir.
And how did it get during? Were y'all open for Super Bowl?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so during Super Bowl, this past Super Bowl, we had a big turnout. We gave away free barbecue, complimentary.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, we ran out of barbecue before we ran out of beer.
Well, if you give it away free, I could imagine that.
Hey, man. So the Super Bowl is a big deal. What are some other big events that go on nationally that a lot of people just come here and gravitate to?
So we do the national championship as well for college. We give away free food as well. And then we have big turnouts on that. And then during the March Madness as
Yeah.
well, we have big turnouts. And then also for the World Series events.
How
There
about
you
the
go.
golf tournaments?
The golf tournament as well. I mean,
Masters? You get the Masters on TV?
yes, sir, we do. So we're going to try to have a tournament.
Even though they won't let you use their course, but you'll show them, right?
No, yeah, exactly. No, so we're going to try to have a tournament during the Masters so that way we could make it more lively in here.
So let me ask you something. So you're in the middle of everything as well. They call this Midtown. McAllen, right?
Uptown.
Uptown,
I mean,
Midtown,
yeah.
something like that. Do you get that crowd from the other bars and stuff?
Every now and then we do, and then they come in here. They're like, "Oh, what is this?" And then we tell them, we explain
But
to them.
well, I mean, they got to want to come here because
Yeah.
it's a different vibe, right?
Exactly. And then they like it, they enjoy it, then word of mouth spreads, and then they come back with more friends, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you know what? Give us 2-3 hours." I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're more than welcome to
Oh,
accommodate
so you can book for more than 1 hour?
Yes, sir. You can book more than 1
Wow.
hour.
Awesome.
Have you ever been to the extent where there's people actually waiting to get in a bay here?
I have, especially when it's really cold outside, when it's raining.
Yeah,
We
they can't go to the courses out
yeah,
there.
exactly. We recommend if you're gonna come when it's raining or when it's really cold outside, we ask for you guys to book more than 2 hours.
Yes, because of the demand.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone's gonna be here, and then the tee times are gonna get taken up really fast, and you're gonna have to wait, or you won't be able to come back.
That's really
to the
smart.
following day.
So what time do y'all open up here?
So Monday through Thursday, we open up at 2:00, and
Okay.
we stay open all the way to 12 if we have to. But
Okay.
if it slows down, we'll close early.
Sure.
And then Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays we open at 10, and we'll close. So
That
all the way
is
till
awesome.
close as well.
Well, I know Ron's not here. We wanted to talk to him. We're going to reschedule another time. We'll do the show here again at Killers Golf. And I want Ron to come on, talk about all his victories at the Life Begins at 40 tournament. But I'm telling you, Frank, you're a great ambassador for Killers Golf. We thank you so much for being here, for allowing us to come in and share the word of Killers Golf and the game of golf, both growing, both meeting customers' needs, and the enthusiasm for golf itself and the clientele that I've seen here at Killers Golf is off the charts, man. You guys are doing it well. You're doing it right. And we thank you so much for allowing us in here to experience ourselves, along with our listeners, Killers Golf. Anything you want to say on the way out?
No, I mean, thank you guys for showing up.
Fire me a phone number
here.
again. Shoot me a phone number.
Yeah.
Fire me that phone number.
Before I fire you that phone number, let me go ahead and just say this for those who are listening.
Yes.
I'm giving away 2 free-hour cards, so
Boom.
I don't know how these gentlemen do it.
We're
but
gonna. Billy hasn't. Well, you told us this earlier, so Billy's got the way. How we gonna do it, Billy?
No, just send us an email. I want to play golf at Killers Golf. That's all you got to put in there in the email. Send it to livinlargetheater@gmail.com, okay? Again, just write in, I want to play golf at Killers Golf. Send it to livinlargetheater@gmail.com. Our super producer, Noe Ayala, will pick 2 winners. I'll make sure you include your phone number so we can call you and tell you how you can pick up your prize, okay?
We're at Killers Golf, 400 Nolana, McAllen, Texas. Come on by, say hi to Frank or any of the staff here. They are on top of it, and they welcome you.
All right, we're available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Prime, the iHeart Podcast Network. Reach out to our super producer, Noe Ayala, if you want to become a sponsor of this fine show. 956-451-1633. Rate our podcast, share it with a friend, leave us a comment, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button so you get a notification next time we have a podcast. Until the next episode, have yourself an awesome week. You keep me living large because we're living large.